Anne races through the shadowy corridor, her heart pounding as the demon closes in. Fear grips her, clouding her thoughts and making each step feel heavier. She tries to scream for help, but her voice is lost in the darkness, leaving her isolated and exposed. The overwhelming sense of confusion intensifies her vulnerability as she struggles to comprehend the magnitude of the spiritual threat pursuing her. The demon mocks Anne, highlighting her vulnerability and lack of spiritual readiness. Its words cut deep, forcing her to confront the uncomfortable truth about her own complacency. Anne begins to understand that what she faces is not just a terrifying dream, but a genuine spiritual conflict. The realization dawns on her that she is unprepared for this battle, and her weaknesses have left her exposed. In this moment, fear and self-doubt threaten to overwhelm her resolve. Anne wakes from her troubling dream, suddenly aware of a recurring pattern in her spiritual life. She realizes that her habit of praying while lying down, though begun with good intentions, has gradually led to a sense of spiritual decline. The comfort of her position often causes her to lose focus and become inconsistent in her practice. This insight prompts Anne to reflect on how small choices can quietly undermine her deeper goals. Recognizing the link between comfort and complacency, she begins to consider changes that might restore her sense of purpose. Over time, small spiritual losses begin to add up. Shallow prayers and a lack of focus leave her feeling increasingly disconnected, while a growing sense of heaviness settles in. These vulnerabilities do not go unnoticed. The enemy takes advantage, intensifying her struggles with persistent nightmares and emotional turmoil. As these challenges mount, her inner peace becomes harder to maintain. Anne finds herself slipping further into despair, even as she maintains her familiar prayer routine. The comfort of her nightly rituals offers little relief, and the shadows seem to grow stronger with each passing evening. Her sense of defeat intensifies, leaving her feeling isolated and powerless against the encroaching darkness. Despite her efforts, Anne's spiritual and emotional well-being continues to unravel, making each night more challenging than the last. Anne's struggles trace back to a quiet neglect of genuine connection in her prayers. Over time, she found herself seeking comfort and ease, allowing discipline to slip away. This gradual shift dulled the passion that once fueled her spiritual life. Now she realizes how these small choices have left her feeling distant and longing for renewal. Anne finds herself in a radiant, celestial courtroom, where the course of her spiritual journey is laid bare before her. Each decision she made is examined, revealing both the positive and negative impacts on her life and those around her. The Lord addresses Anne with compassion and honesty, highlighting areas where she has strayed from her devotion. He gently corrects her, emphasizing the importance of sincere, committed prayer. Through this experience, Anne gains a deeper understanding of the significance of her choices and the transformative power of returning to a life of faith. Moments from Anne's daily life reveal a pattern of spiritual complacency, which brings a sense of satisfaction to her adversary. The Lord points out that it is not her physical posture, but her pursuit of comfort that has led to this weakened state. He urges Anne to recognize the subtle ways she has drifted and calls her to embrace renewed discipline. Through this awakening, Anne is encouraged to cultivate greater awareness and commitment in her spiritual journey. Anne discovers that heartfelt prayers from those who are suffering or exhausted are truly valued. However, she also realizes that her own lack of effort is gently addressed, prompting her to reflect on her actions. Through this experience, Anne is encouraged to understand the distinction between genuine limitations and simple laziness. This insight helps her become more self-aware and motivates her to approach her responsibilities with renewed intention. The Lord approaches Anne with compassion, reassuring her that she is not condemned for her struggles. Instead, she is encouraged to rise and embrace a renewed sense of purpose. This gentle restoration fills Anne with hope and clarity, dispelling doubts that once clouded her mind. Strengthened by conviction, she prepares to reclaim her spiritual vitality and move forward with confidence. Anne wakes to a profound sense of change within herself. No longer content with spiritual complacency, she feels a renewed determination to seek growth and purpose. Rejecting the lure of comfort, Anne rises with intent, choosing to pray and reconnect with her faith. Each deliberate action marks the beginning of her journey to rebuild discipline and rekindle her spiritual passion. Through perseverance, she sets out to restore the fire that once guided her heart. Anne encounters fresh waves of resistance, yet she remains steadfast in her commitment to prayer. Despite the spiritual heaviness that threatens to overwhelm her, she continues to persevere, trusting that persistence will bring change. Over time, her dedication begins to lift the weight she feels, allowing clarity and boldness to return to her life. As her spiritual strength is restored, Anne experiences a renewed sense of peace that permeates her daily routine. As the story draws to a close, it offers a compelling reminder about the subtle dangers of spiritual laziness. When vigilance fades, believers can become susceptible to challenges that undermine their faith. Maintaining discipline and consistency in daily practices helps safeguard spiritual well-being. Intentional prayer serves as a cornerstone, reinforcing resilience and clarity. Ultimately, the lesson emphasizes that a proactive approach is essential for nurturing and protecting one's spiritual life. As we come to the close, we offer a heartfelt prayer, asking God to reignite the spiritual fire within each viewer. May every chain of laziness and distraction be broken, allowing renewed focus and energy for the journey ahead. We seek restoration in every area touched by spiritual weakness, trusting in God's power to renew and strengthen. Let this message inspire a deeper walk with God, encouraging a life filled with purpose and devotion.